Out of my way!
Hey guys, welcome back to 007 Bloodstone. Just a second. Alright. Yeah, so instead of escaping and going for safety, or in fact, instead of just, using his smartphone to call for backup at any point in the last level, Bond decided to go right after Rack, and got shot down for his trouble. On the bright side, we got Rack's attention, although I really don't see how that's a bright side at this point.
No, please, please!
There's a second guy here, and while we could just shoot him, I think we should take things a little bit differently. It appears Rack's men are out looking for us, and are killing innocent people. Although why there are innocent people around here is still kind of a mystery to us. This stuff up here looks like it might be construction material. Concrete blocks. And actually, as we pass through this shipping container, we're going to see exactly where we are.
He's in the construction site! Get down there and kill him!
So this is a construction site for a big hydroelectric dam. And I'm not sure if this place is supposed to have any connection to Rack or not, or whether we just happened to crash here and now he's sorta taking it over with his men. Right, just checking for any last guys. You can see there isn't anybody showing up on the smartphone. But as we advance a little bit, a couple more guys are going to show up. But those are the last two guys, for now anyway. That is an incredibly impressive looking structure. And before we go closer to it, our first piece of intel is just over here, and it's a weapon crate for the DSR-1. It's going to be some pretty general information. It says it's got a 4x scope, fires 3-round bursts, but each bullet does, well, reasonably low damage for a sniper rifle. But of course, as long as you hit 1 or 2, you're probably going to kill them. Now, you ready for something shitty? We have to deal with this Osprey with its machine gun in the back. And we're going to have to try and find a way to take it down. But it's going to continue firing in these bursts, and we have to continually stay in cover. You can see we find ourselves underneath this crane. So let's see if we can find a way to use that against the helicopter or plane, VTOL or whatever. What I just did there was shooting the gun stuns him for a couple seconds. But you can also see if you screw up and get shot, one burst will almost kill you. This isn't going to help, because in order to get up onto that crane, it takes longer than the stun period of his gun. So we are going to get hit. I don't think there's any way of doing this without getting hit. Okay, that was pretty badass. Let's take a look at the nice view. Pretty cool. And now let's go do something else kind of badass. Running across this crane really gives me flashbacks to Casino Royale. And we're inside the dam. There's more dead workers. I guess Rack's men have completely taken over this place. That's the way we want to go, but there's a piece of intel over here. So on this laptop computer, we're going to find intel called construction notes. And we're getting back into the sort of useless intel. This just sort of talks about the construction. What I think this particular piece is for is it talks about how good the construction is going, how they're ahead of schedule and everything's going great. And I think that's sort of supposed to be a foil for how things have gone now.
Now! Just a second! There. Good. Fall back to the others.
Delta team, finish your sweep and head up the spillway. Repeat, Delta team, regroup at spillway.
One of our birds is down. Copy. What was its last position?
And this section right here is what I've been saving the sniper rifle for. Although I do want to use up some of my pistol before I switch to it. But you can see it's a reasonably large area, and there's going to be a bunch of guys who spawn at the far end of it. You can definitely take out these guys with assault rifles, or even the UMP has decent enough range to kill these guys. But the DSR is just so much easier, and it gives you just about enough ammo to take out everybody. Once we run out, of course, right now, we can just back up a little and grab that combat AR we passed. Now, it may just be me, but these last few levels in particular feel a lot more combat heavy than some of the other levels. I mean, occasionally we had sort of, holdout events where we had to hold our position and defend against a large group of guys, but these next couple levels have large encounters just in the middle. But again, that may just be me. Now we didn't see it, but that console there just exploded. And as we fight down this hallway, I kind of want to make a point of something. We didn't do anything to this dam. We didn't blow it up. We didn't, press any buttons on its control panel. I suppose we are sort of responsible for that osprey crashing into the side of it. But apart from that, we are not on the hook for this place being in trouble. So I really hope that M doesn't blame us for it. Now that elevator around the corner is the end of the level, but there's one last piece of intel right here. This one is even more useless than the last. It sort of starts talking about this guy on the ground here, and then goes into a little bit more general information about the dam itself. I don't see it being useful or important in any way. Now let's go board the elevator and end the level. See you guys next time.